Hello everyone, I'm Regina Nantege. I'm a dietitian. I'm going to talk about constipation. If you're new to our channel, Diet TV, subscribe. I'm going to talk about constipation because this is something that happens to so many of us and we are not comfortable talking about it. Constipation in simple terms is failing to pass stool over days because you're supposed to pass stool every single day, but some of us fail to pass stool on a daily basis. Second, it's also when you go to the toilet to pass stool and it's very hard and painful. Oftentimes, it also leads to bleeding around the anal area. To avoid constipation, we have a few things we are going to talk about that you're supposed to be putting as a part of our diet. One, which everyone knows, is the water. Each of us is supposed to take a certain amount of water every day. For so many of us, we know the standard of 8 glasses of water every day. But for people who have kilograms beyond 100 kilograms, these are supposed to be about more than 8 glasses, about 10 to 12 glasses, because we're supposed to take water depending on our body weight. If you have 1 kilogram of body weight, you're supposed to take 35 mils of water. If you have 100 kilograms of body weight, you're supposed to take 3.5 liters of water. That is 1 kilogram times 35 mils. So you realize that for those of us who have kilograms beyond 70, if we take just about 6 glasses, they are not enough. And we may have more cases of getting constipated. So take more water because the water softens your stool. 2, if I take a lot of water in my diet, my stool will be soft, meaning it will pass through very soft and I won't get constipated. But for this water to stay in the stool, it needs what we call fiber or roughages from what we learned earlier on in school. So fiber comes from vegetables. Vegetables like cabbages, greens, spinach, tomatoes, avocado, fruits as well are a good source of fiber like bananas, oranges, and we also have fiber from seeds like chia seeds. What fiber does is it holds the water into the stool. Let's give an example of a blanket. If I have a blanket and I'm washing it in a basin, I pour water into it, it soaks up all the water, meaning it has held the water into the blanket. This is what fiber does. But if the blanket wasn't there in that basin, it would actually just be water and it would be visible. And this water can be reabsorbed back into the body. So if you don't take fiber, in brackets, your blanket effect won't happen. You won't have something holding back the water so that your stool is soft. So fiber plus water. Water alone will not give you the soft stool. After eating enough fiber and taking enough water, you need to exercise. People who sit a lot, for example, truck drivers who drive through distances while seated, people who work in offices seated like I am sitting right now. If I do this for 8 hours on without standing up to walk, I have a higher case of getting constipated. So be active. And also, in addition to being active, spare 30 minutes a day for exercise. You don't have to necessarily go to the gym. You can skip a rope, you can take a walk around, you can make it that activity you have before you take a shower. Sweat a bit and have a shower. Going back to the fiber bit, just to give a few details on how we can actually ensure we have enough fiber in our diet, is, first of all, with your breakfast, have some fiber. How do I have some fiber with my breakfast? In addition to your routine breakfast, have a banana. Cut up a tomato and have with your breakfast or an avocado. With your lunch, have some more fiber. When it comes to lunch, we have greens. In Uganda, we have nakati, dodo, cabbages, etc. If these are not provided in large quantities, you can add on an avocado in this case. Between the meals, between lunch and breakfast, between lunch and supper, if you have constipation, you should be eating up some bananas between the meals so that you soften your stool more, instead of eating things that don't have fiber that will worsen the constipation. In the evening when you get back home, make it a must to have a raw vegetable salad. By a raw vegetable salad, I'm not asking you to eat greens that are not able to be eaten raw, but get some of the vegetables that you can eat raw, like cabbages, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and make a salad out of these without peeling off the outer layers, because these have the higher amount of fiber. There are also other sources of fiber like the coating and the maize, so you're better off eating maize instead of eating posho. because the maize will have some fiber on it. We are going to end with that because it's possible for us to change the softness of our stool by just a few tips we have given. Just a reminder, breakfast you have a banana with a vegetable, lunch you have another vegetable, for example greens, supper you have a raw vegetable salad. Between the meals, focus on also eating fruits because they are a source of fiber. In case you have any other condition like diabetes, you will want to get guidance on how to select these fruits because fruits also have sugars that may increase your blood sugar levels. So it's still important to get individual guidance, but this is good information to solve the problem for today. Thank you.